Hello, we're Tash and Brad, and we've been making travel content for the past 2 years, predominantly in Southeast Asia, but we did do a 7-month spell in Australia.
Welcome to Cockatoo Island. This video is going to be about the right way to do your working holiday visa in Australia with the new rules and regulations.
This video is going to be from a British citizen point of view, as we are. So if you are from other countries, please check the rules and the requirements on the Australian government website for your working holiday visa,
because it might be slightly different.
We're going to start off with actually applying for the visa. So with the new rules and regulations from July 2024, you can be between ages of 18 to 35. Currently, from the moment this video is uploaded, it's still age 30. But it's such an exciting opportunity, and we recommend everyone goes out and does it. You're going to meet new friends, you're going to have opportunity to earn more money, gain new skills, and a life experience as well.
When applying for your visa, you do need to make sure that you've got funds in your bank account, because they will do a little check. Also, you have to apply for your Australian visa when you're not in Australia. So make sure you do it before you go. Don't want to make that mess up. Because you have to do it before you go to Australia, make sure you apply for it a little bit in advance, maybe not like the week before you go, because it can take a little bit of a time to go through depending on how many people are applying for the visa at the same time. You
have to get travel insurance, so get it before you arrive as well, because it's going to be a lot cheaper than getting it while you're in Australia or when you've left the UK. Just go on a comparison website. What to bring? Bring less. Less is more space. Less you got to carry around and trek everywhere. You can buy stuff in Australia. It is a first world country. They've got shops like Uniqlo, Target, like Primark equivalents for everything. Spend £100 and you can get all your work clothes there. So bring less, bring your laptops, all your documents, and a couple of travel clothes. Make sure you're nice and cozy for the journey over there.
Stopping off before you actually get to Australia, we really recommend this. You can do this like going to Bali or something like that, but we really recommend Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. It's just like Singapore, but it's way cheaper. You can get over the jet lag, see some cool places like the Petronas Twin Towers, and then carry on all the way to Australia just to break up the journey.
Just a short interim. We are going to be going over each of these topics in more detail. So this is going to be like a mini series. So if this does interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button. And by the way, Kuala Lumpur, we recommend it 100%. We've made videos on it. So any of your stop off places, make sure you go back through our channel and watch some tips and our travel videos.
So you've arrived in Australia, you're about to start your adventure on your working holiday visa, and you need a SIM card, because you're going to need an Australian number to set up a number of things. You're going to need it so that people can ring you about jobs. We'll get to that later. Also things like setting up a bank account, everything. You need a number, you need things like 4G and internet so you can just do stuff. And the best way to do that is you can go to a supermarket like Woolies or Coles. That's basically the equivalent of a Tesco or a Sainsbury's, something like that in Australia. And you can literally just go on, there's a whole wall of them, pick one up. It might be a little bit more expensive, some of them are cheaper. Just have a little look around, shop around, whatever you're comfortable paying, and then it's all done and you're all set up and ready to go.
Yes, exactly. And we got ours from Coles. It was about 30 Australian dollars for a prepaid SIM card. So nice and easy. So next thing is bank account. To apply for a bank account, you have to be in the country, so you have to do it while you're there. Just walk into an ANZ branch or a Westpac branch. You need your passport. They do it in about 10-15 minutes, nice and easy to set up, but that's how you're going to be paid for any work you do while you're in Australia. Where do you live once you arrive in Australia? So it's true, the Sydney market is an absolute nightmare. But the main thing is stay consistent. You might arrive in a hostel, you might have family, or you can even rent a postal address so you can apply for your TFN number, which we'll get to on later. So we're going to do another video in depth on how to find the best tips to find housing once you arrive, and the tips me and Tash use. So just stay consistent, talk to as many people as possible, and you will find somewhere.
Next thing to do is to apply for a TFN number, which is the equivalent of a national insurance number, like a tax number. And the way that that works, it means that you won't get emergency taxed while you're working in Australia, because you don't want to be paying more tax than you should. And then once all that's set up, you're all ready to go.
So you landed in Sydney and you need to work. You don't want to go through all of your savings because Sydney's kind of expensive, like London. You can pretty much work anywhere you want, but the requirements on a working holiday visa is you can only work 6 months for one employer. The best thing to do is go around, hand out your CVs and stuff like that. Me and Tash were pretty successful at this. So again, part of this series to help you guys, we're going to do a follow-up video on how to find work, the best ways, tips and tricks. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leading into that, you might get asked about a super fund setup. It's like a pension scheme, and with big companies they might set it up for you, or you might have to go out and actually get one yourself. Just go on a comparison website. Basically, the rules of a super fund, it's a pension scheme. If you leave the country for 6 months, you can claim it back, but you have to pay 40% in tax. Nice and easy.
Okay, so this has been Tash and Brad telling you the right way to do your working holiday visa when you land in Australia. All these tips, we hope that they really helped you. If you do want to learn some more tips, again, make sure you stay along, because this is going to be a series where we're going to be going in depth about each thing that we've said. So comment down below if there's any other questions you want us to cover, and then also like and subscribe.
Definitely. And the last thing, just enjoy yourself. And from Tash and Brad, we'll see you soon.
Bye.